Well, good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, October 17th, and we are on the Ice Age Trail, backpack campsite number 1. We came in yesterday, hiked about 14 miles straight from my house in Delafield, Wisconsin. We are in southeast Wisconsin, called the Kettle Moraine State Forest, southern unit. We did about 14 miles. It started out mostly paved. We were on like the Paul Sandgren Trail. Then it joins up with the Glacial Drumlin Trail, which is where we met up with the Ice Age Trail. It kind of is the same trail for a little bit. We had to walk a little bit of roads, 2 sections of roads, about 1 mile each. We went down this gorgeous, a really cool spot on private land where there was a tornado 2 weeks ago maybe, and just like an F1 tornado, but knocked a lot of huge trees down, so that was kind of cool to see.
Might have been ground zero right here. Hey, look at this guy. He's like, I ain't falling. That root system, man.
Yeah, how's that guy stay?
Right? God, look at all this. I suppose this ground is just so soft. You know?
Yeah, I mean, none of these were snapped, they were just uprooted.
Yeah.
Finally, about mile 7 or so, we got into the woods, and then had some nice up and downs. We stopped at the Scuppernong trail system. Got all our water and everything. That's about a 2-mile hike from here. The campsites, you have to reserve them. They're $25 a night. I'll take you around later, but they have a shelter, a fire ring, a picnic table, and a bench. We had to scrounge quite a bit for firewood last night, but we did find a lot. But yesterday was a pretty long day for us. We hiked 14 miles, and I'm with Becker, and Becker and I, you wouldn't consider us gym rats, let's just put it that way. So my legs are pretty sore today. Today we got about an 8-mile hike to backpack site 2, which is right behind headquarters, State Forest headquarters. This one's right by a highway. I don't know if the GoPro can pick it up or not, but it's just, whoever picked these locations, these sites, it's just mind-boggling why they put them so close to roads. But anyway, it is cool. Real nice hike. The fall colors are just starting to peak. Like the maples are there. The oak quite isn't yet. But so yeah, a lot of good colors in the woods right now. I'm just having my morning coffee. Last night, I think it got down to about 35 last night. I went to bed cold, and it took a while to warm up as well. But I woke up this morning nice and toasty. It's 8 o'clock now. I mean, I slept 10 hours. I think I went to bed around 9, so got up 7:30, 8 o'clock, and yeah, real nice night of sleep. So here's one of my, this is my new toy. I got the Solo Stove wood burner, and then in there is the alcohol stove. I got alcohol in it. It's supposed to stay contained. Grab it out of here. So you can store alcohol in the stove, and then it just sits in there, and then this sits on top, then you boil water. And so far I've used it a couple times. It's real slick. I don't want to, but this is the snuffer cap. You go to put it out, and then you can also open that up to simmer it if you want. I don't think I'll ever use that, but you could if you want to cook. But I got it pretty full of alcohol right now. It just goes in here, and then we light it up. You might not be able to see it with an alcohol stove. You got to be careful because you can actually hear it before you see it. Yeah, it's on right now. I can't even tell. Not a lot of heat coming yet, but it'll come through eventually. I had it inside the shed, and you can see a lot better then. Anyway, yeah, then this goes on, and then your water goes right on top. Anyway, I put a little windscreen around it, help it out a little bit, There's not much wind out here now, but doesn't hurt anything. What is it, 9 o'clock or so? Becker woke up, or I got on my hammock after drinking my coffee. Becker's got the fire going, so that's good. Burn the wood here. We got 8 miles today, and then on our way. I'll show you the campsite real quick if you want. So there, obviously, the fire pit. Just a standard ring. You gotta find your own firewood. You got these shelters back here, which are kind of gross on the inside. They're covered in gravel and whatnot, but if it was raining, I guess it'd be good. That's got a Becker's tent back there. Then we got a little bench over here. Actually, a real nice view from out here. Watch the sunset down here last night. But that's about it. And then my hammock is kind of back that way. I had a little trouble finding trees this morning, or last night, I should say. Now you can see a good flame going. Took about 2 minutes to get some color to it. Breakfast this morning. Strawberry granola. Tried out, never tried it before. Here's my breakfast. Soupy granola strawberries. I've never, ever used too little water. You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now. But anyway, it is pretty good actually. I just probably needed about half as much water. It says 8 ounces, and I think that's what I put in there, but should have probably done 4 or 5. Good stuff though. Real sugary. It says it's 500 calories too, which is pretty good considering I forgot my lunch yesterday. Becker forgot to remind me to make sandwiches when we left my house in the morning. So there is the pooper. There's a pooper right there. It is absolutely disgusting in there. It reminds me of working on a hog farm. I'd much rather it was an outdoor toilet. It just really, really stinks. So we're leaving campsite 1. This campsite's maybe, I wouldn't say quite a quarter mile off the trail, but it is treacherous. It's a pretty steep uphill to get up here, and now we got this downhill. I actually walked back down it again last night to go get some more water. There's a spring down here. But yeah, it's nice loose rocks. Becca's got hiking poles, I don't. Might help a little bit, but after 14 miles yesterday, this was the ending to our hike. We were pretty much toast at that point. You can see it's a steep one. Today our hike involves a little less woods, and we do hike through Scuppernong Prairie, I think is what they call it. They release pheasants out there. Pheasant hunting opens this weekend, so we don't have to worry about pheasant hunters yet. It'd be kind of cool if they actually released them today. I have no idea when they do. Maybe we'd see some or hear some. But yeah, it's a big prairie. I've actually pheasant hunted out there before. The trail goes right through it, but you do want to be careful. If pheasant was open, I wouldn't be going through that section if it was Saturday. During the weekday, you'd be fine. And then also most of this forest you can hunt in. So if you are out here during rifle deer season, for example, you definitely want orange on. Right now, bow and like small game like squirrel and stuff's open, so we're not too concerned about it. But yeah, once the hunters come out in forest, you want to be careful out here. We're on the Scuppernong segment now, about 2 miles in. Nice view. A little bit more prairie than forest. Nice day out. What is it, 45, 50 maybe? Good day for hiking, light winds. So this is called Brady Rocks. It's a really cool walk. I don't know where the heck Becca's going. She's gonna get lost, I'm afraid. Does it come out the other side? Maybe? Anyway, I guess it was like an Irish immigrant or something, had a quarry back here. And a little 12 by 12 cabin years ago. But yeah, it's a real cool walk. I mean, there's huge formations, rock formations. It's hard to tell if this has been dug out or just natural, but I don't know where his cabin would have been. You made it through? Ah, look at that. Kind of tricky walking around here with all these rocks, but really cool.
This would probably be about 2 miles away from the Highway 67 parking lot. So not too far a hike if you want to come see it someday. Look at that thing. Push it, see what happens. Huh. So we are on the Stony Ridge segment right now. I think about a mile or so from the next campsite. And it's kind of cool. A year ago took my kids on this segment. And yeah, it's pretty steep climbing. And they did pretty well. Well, Becker and I made it to campsite 2. About 4 o'clock right now. Took us about 4 hours to get here. We kind of screwed around a little bit. I just got the chili mac with beef. All I had today was a Cliff for lunch with the Cliff Bar and a little bit of Becker's jerky. So I'm pretty hungry. I may have 2 of these tonight. You see, I've got a great view behind me. Fire pits right there. They dragged out this picnic table. It was in the shelter. Just getting camp set up now. And then I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go get some firewood and hopefully start a fire here within an hour or so. But yeah, it was kind of rough today just because we're both out of shape, and so yeah, we were kind of both done by the time we got here. State Forest headquarters is a quarter mile away with water. As soon as we showed up this campsite, about 7 other people came down. Oh, you camping here tonight? I'm like, yeah, get out of here. But no, it's fine. But really, we saw 2 people right away this morning, and that was it for people.
No, we saw the 2 backpackers.
Oh yeah, then there were 2 backpackers, yeah, too. We didn't ask where they came from. They're heading the opposite direction, so they may have came from this camp, because there was a fire here last night, you can tell. Or this morning even. But yeah, it's really cool. The Scuppernong segment, probably one of my favorite segments, because you go through prairie, then woods, and back to prairie and stuff, so you got a lot of views and stuff, and so it was good stuff. That Brady rocks was really neat to see. Yeah, it was real cool rock formation stuff, and we couldn't find out where his cabin was. We read the thing when we left, and he lived there till 1855, I guess, right before the Civil War. So yeah, I'll take you around later. I'll show you my setup later as well. And yeah, I gotta eat though, I'm hungry. Okay, here is my hammock setup. So I got a 20-degree under quilt and a 20-degree top quilt, both by Hammock Gear. Real quick, one thing I want to talk to you about the hammock. This is where the bug net is. It's kind of a big ball there, and it kind of gets in the way sometimes. It kind of hangs over like that or whatever, so you can't remove it fully. I just wanted to mention that. It's not a deal breaker or anything. But and then the hammock, the top or the underquilt in the boundary waters, I was really cold, and you attach it right here to your continuous loop at the end. But what I did, I tried everything, and on this side I added a little more line, and I connected down here. See, I got an extra whatever 8 inches or so, and that made all the difference last night. It really helped last night a lot. It got down to 35 or so, and the boundary waters was like 45, and I was cold. My butt never got warm. I was sleeping on my sit pad and everything, and but dropping it down helped a lot. So I fiddled around with everything else, and then I kind of came up with the idea, maybe it's so tight that I'm compressing it, and I think that was the case. I'll get the tarp set up. Just want to show you how the tarp looks. I got the back side already hooked up. I'm gonna leave that in porch mode. One thing I never knew about these tent stakes, and I actually saw it on Warbonnet's webpage, they're actually self-tightening, and you can actually let go. So I usually do 2 loops or 3 loops in there, and I mean, so far it's held, you know. I had no idea about that. I saw it on Warbonnet's website. You may already know that. I didn't. Figured I'd just point it out. So ideally, I tie off of a tree, And I've never tried this, so this is only my second night using this tarp with the tie outs. So if we just kind of go like this, down to my stake down here, I mean, it pulls it out. Could work. It doesn't really need to be like 100%, oh boy, 100% secure or anything. I don't know. Take a look-see. Yeah, plenty of room in there, huh? So anyway, I couldn't let that happen. We'll just cut a little V out of here for the rope to go, and then I'll shave it down at the end a little bit. And pound it into the ground just slightly. That way the rope can go right in there and it doesn't flail all over through the night. Like that maybe? Oh boy. Oh yeah. There we go. Now I should look better. All the way down there. All right, all done. Okay, I'm gonna hang out by the fire. You can see there's a campsite down there. Becker's tent's all set up. Got the fire, good fire going. Got a nice stack of firewood. We found some good wood right off the edge here. It's kind of, it was a fallen log, and we're just able to cut it up real easy. Yesterday we kind of scavenged a little bit, but Becker's been chopping away. That should be all right. Should last us. And there's the view. We never saw the sun today. You can kind of see it setting down there. Well, good morning everyone. It's Friday, October 18th, I think, about 7:30 in the morning. The sun is just rising. It's probably about maybe 40 right now. I don't know, it probably got down to about 35 last night or so. I didn't sleep that well. I thought I had my underquilt figured out because I dropped it down about 6 inches, but my butt was kind of cold. And then the wind, I don't have the tarp set up very well because I had this side in porch mode because it was supposed to be a nice calm night. I could watch the sunrise, and then in the middle of the night I had to drop it down because the wind really kicked up a lot. It's probably about 10-15 miles an hour. I'm like, in the wind's out of the east. I'm in the worst possible spot for wind out of the east right now because it comes right up this hill and gets me. You see the tarp is kind of, you know, bowing around a little bit. I did move it up just now a little bit just to give myself more room. And I'm not really that cold anymore, but yeah, we got about a 5-mile hike today. Last night had a real great night. We found some downed wood real close to the campfire, so we cut that up, and we had plenty. Went to bed about 9 o'clock, I think, maybe 10 o'clock, can't remember. Anyway, yeah, like I said, 5 miles today. We're at backpack site 2 today, right behind the State Forest headquarters. Yesterday saw 4 hikers, and then 7 or so came in right as we got here just to check out the backpacking site, but that's about it. I got my coffee going already, so I'm gonna drink that, think about things,
and then I gotta get up and start hiking. Well, breakfast this morning is spicy Southwest breakfast hash. I don't see what could go wrong when there's not a bathroom every half hour on a 5-mile hike. But it's pretty good. See it right there. But it's a little spicy. A little spicier than I wanted this early in the morning. So if you're wondering why I wanted to go in porch mode last night, that is the reason, because of that view down there. That would be the view from the hammock. And obviously the sun's up quite a ways now. Becker was out of the wind. He got a lot of condensation as rainfly. And the roof of our shelter, it's dripping water. I don't know if it was frost or not, but I didn't have, nothing's wet on mine up here. So just because of all the wind, but we're gonna start packing up and getting on out of here. Well, it's about noon on our day 3. We're getting real close to where we left the truck. Hopefully it's still there. We left at the Horse Riders Campground. This section real nice. It was got a lot more up and downs than most. A little rockier too. We tripped a couple times. But yeah, overall real good trip. Today is probably the warmest day. It's probably at least 50 out right now. Sun's out. It's still a little windy. Yeah, my GPS shows about 27.5, so I'll probably get 28 by the time it's all said and done. Miles in 2.5 days. So that's pretty good for a couple out of shape guys. And now we got about, it took us 2.5 days to hike here and probably about a 35-40 minute drive home or so. And that's it. This trip, I don't know, probably not something I need to do again, but I mean it's really nice. It's, like I said, it's right in your backyard. We're only about 45 minutes out of Milwaukee, but yeah, it was nice and you know, quick getaway just for a couple days. We really didn't see many people on the trails, which is shocking. I thought it'd be packed. This was probably the most popular section of the Ice Age Trail, being so close to Milwaukee and everything. But all right, that's about it. Becker's back there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.